So in this video I'm going to explain to you how to overcome the fear of change. There comes a point in everyone's life where we know we need to change something and we desperately want to change it, but of course it's difficult at times being human because we get comfortable, we get set in a pattern, we get set in a routine, we get into a habitual habit, we start getting fearful about changing, we're worried about uncertainty, we're worried about the unknown, we're worried about emotional pain. In some cases we're scared about what other people will think about us, we're scared that it might affect our personal relationships, career, romantic relationships, family relationships, because when we make changes in our life, we can't help in many ways to obviously make certain changes in ourselves. And obviously people can not always like the changes that we make because people get used to you the way you are. Think about it. People get used to you doing the same job or being interested in the same hobby. So all of a sudden, if you stop doing the things that people are used to you doing, you go off and do something new, people don't all support that. So I believe that's one of the reasons why people are very scared of change. And this was the truth for myself. So I'm going to give you an example. I like sharing examples to people because I think if you're teaching or helping people with something, people need to know that you can do what you're telling your audience to do, or you're in the process to do it, which I am. So I don't know, for those of you that are new to the channel, I really appreciate you subscribing. I don't know how you found me, but I've got a previous YouTube channel that's very successful. It's got about 32,000 subscribers, several million views, and several years ago I was a professional dating and relationship expert, a dating coach. And I absolutely loved it when I did that. I was passionate, I was very successful with it, I got a lot of men in relationships. I taught something that was very different to what most things that are on the market. I taught, guys how to not use tricks and pick up lines and how to be honest and sincere. And I had a lot of success with it, and I did it for many years. But I got to a point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore. It didn't matter to me about the fact that I could earn good money from it and the fact that I was very good at it and people loved it. It wasn't making me happy anymore. And I realized it's because I've changed, I've grown as a person. There was other things that I wanted to do. Now, it didn't mean I wanted to never ever give dating advice again and relationship advice, because sometimes I felt inspired to, but I just didn't want to spend the amount of time that I was spending. It was taking up my whole life. Now obviously I understand, I'm considerate. When you build a fan base and you teach a certain thing, obviously you get fans. People love the videos, they're getting value and they get used to you doing it. So when you say, I'm going to change now, people are like, no, don't, please. So we're all guilty of that. But I would say to anyone watching this video, you have to follow your heart. Because you're probably like myself, quite kind and empathetic, and you are considerate to other people's feelings, which I think is a great human characteristic. But of course there's a balance with everything. You can fall into people pleasing. I know I can. I had to address that. You've got to follow your own heart, because otherwise I can't attribute it to that. But I got very depressed at a certain point. In 2017 I had a mental breakdown. Now that could have been for many different reasons, but I was overworked, I was exhausted, and I did get to a point where I felt obliged that I have to keep making dating videos, because this is what built my channel, this is what built me a business, this is what has helped me to change so many people's lives. I built great friends, great relationships worldwide, great client relationships, but I had to be honest with myself, it wasn't making me happy anymore. So I realised that it's not money can't always make you happy, and fans and views. I need to follow my heart, and I knew what I wanted to do, and what I wanted to do was this channel. I wanted to focus on helping people to face their fears in all areas of life, not just specifically dating. And there's many topics that I want to cover, there's interviews that I want to do. It's a different direction and it feels so right, but initially it was scared. So I had to make this decision over time. I believe that is the same for many of you. I believe that a lot of the big changes we make in our life, we don't do them overnight. I mean, sometimes we do, but generally, changing your business model, changing your friendships, changing yourself, these things take time. You've almost got to break out of your old pattern, your old way of thinking. You've got to make changes in your character. That's not going to happen overnight. So it's taken me several years to make this second YouTube channel. Obviously a lot of people have said it's not a good idea. I appreciate people's opinion, but I don't listen to it, because I know if someone tells me not to do something and I want to do it in my own heart, I'm not going to listen to them. That's just my character, and that's got me very far in life and helped me to help many people. And I realise you can't really rely on what other people say unless you're asking someone for advice who's got more experience than you, and they're giving you advice from a place of wanting to help you. They've got your best interest at heart. Because a lot of times people just say their own opinion based on their own selfish feelings towards it. So I knew it was the right thing to do to start this channel. And like I said, I'm not gonna delete my original channel. I'm still gonna put content on it because I've got a great relationship with the audience, but I don't want to be restricted. And I retired from being a dating and relationship expert. I wanted to go on and be a fully fledged confidence coach. So I've been successful in doing this transition, but it hasn't been easy, but that's why I've appreciated it. Now it's starting to feel a lot easier. I'm growing into it. So I really wanted to share that with people, because I think that example can really help you to change things in your life. And it doesn't have to be the same. A lot of the things I'm teaching on this channel, these are principles that you can apply to pretty much any area of life. So even moving to a new apartment, and I'm going to talk about that. So I've already kind of answered many of the questions with conquering fear of change, and this practice as well, because I made a lot of changes in my earlier life. I've got the experience and the confidence. So I would say to people who are very afraid of change, start off by making small changes, because just the practice and the habit of making changes in your life, positive changes, and addressing mistakes, give you confidence. And it's, whatever you want to get good at in life, you've got to practice. So I enjoy the practice of people criticizing me or telling me, why are you doing a second YouTube channel? You've already got a successful one. Why don't you just keep putting the videos there? No, I don't listen to that. That just gives me fuel to go and do it. And then obviously I'm going to build an even bigger audience and help more people. I can have 2 YouTube channels, both catering for different things, but I just got bored. I didn't want to keep doing dating coaching. I've spoken about it till the cows come home. I did so much dating myself. It's time to move on. In life we grow. I'm not doing things now that I did when I was 11 or 12. There were certain things that I was into which were amazing, but they wouldn't be right for me anymore. And I think that's the key to happiness. We have to keep growing and changing. Of course, some things you do for life, look, if you enjoy it at the end of the day, then you keep doing it. And I did the dating and relationship coaching for as long as I enjoyed it, and it was many years, and I went all out. So I have no regrets of it, and I achieved more success than I ever could imagine I could have achieved with my own dating life, and with helping so many men all around the world, and women as well. And things like social anxiety was something very close to my heart that I wanted to talk about. I started doing that on the dating channel. Some people liked it, some didn't. So I can do it on this channel now because it's social fear. I can talk about many different life fears, starting a business, moving into your own place. There's so many different things. I'm going to interview different people. So this channel gives me room to express myself. And I also kind of got tired of just doing videos with me in the video. I want to start interviewing other people, because I know a lot of people, and building more positive relationships so I can educate the audience. You guys can get to know great people's stories, so you can expect that on this channel. So please share this page. There's a few more things I want to share with you as well about getting over the fear of change. It really does come down to desire. If you've got the desire and the motivation to change something, no one can stop you other than yourself. So a great characteristic, which is challenging for humans, but I've got very good at it, and I continue to, and I believe you can. And many of my mentors are great, like Les Brown. You really don't want to blame other people. You really don't want to get into the habit of going, it's their fault, that's why I'm like this, I can't change my life, because that would just bring you down, make you depressed, and that alleviates the responsibility. It's down to you in most cases. And it's exciting as well. I've really enjoyed this transition. It's made me feel way more honest for some reason, and freer, and I can give a lot more value and show my expertise in different areas, because the dating gave me so much knowledge to go into other areas of life, like business, relationships. I understand the mind a lot more, mental health, habits, sports, fitness. So, it's all about growing for me, all about evolving, maturing, developing, and just seeing where the journey takes you, because you never really know the full extent of what's going to happen. But that's why it's exciting and it's scary as well. And becoming fearless is all about making positive changes. Obviously, I don't just change things for no reason if they're working and I enjoy it. But if I feel I need a new challenge and it's time to go on to a new chapter, then I'm going to follow my heart. And I've learned a lot as well from people that I look up to. And it's just something I feel intuitively. I know it's the right thing to do. So listen to your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that this is right, whatever changes, it could even be, for example, you need to change your fashion. I've gone through stages going, I need to change. I wear the same sort of clothes. I've got to change my hairstyle. I've got to change my eating habits. And it gives me a lot of confidence, and it's a great challenge. And sometimes there's things that you will change, you'll go back to. Like I said, with the dating and relationship, it might be something I'll come back to if I feel inspired, which I think I will in the future. I'll probably write a couple of books on dating and relationships. I've got so much experience to share with people, men and women, but I don't feel the inspiration for that right now. I follow where I feel inspired, and I feel inspired doing these videos, doing interviews, interviewing other people, getting their great stories, and educating people on how to manage fear and become fearless in any area of your life that you choose. So yeah, that's my reasons for it. But yeah, you're welcome to subscribe to my original channel if you want to get dating and relationship advice. There's a lot of amazing content on there, but this channel is going to be specializing in how to conquer fear and anxiety in general. And yeah, we're just going to run with it, and I've got a good feeling about this channel. So don't forget to subscribe, share it with a friend. Let me know in the box below if this video has been helpful for you, and I'd love to know what changes you want to make in your life. Like I said, it doesn't have to be with your career or your passion. It could be anything. It could just be changing where you go and socialize, or changing your eating habits. I really want to get to know the audience more. And thank you as well for the people that have followed me on my original channel and also follow me on this channel. It's great if we want to grow and evolve. But I also appreciate as well if people have decided not to subscribe to this channel, or that's their choice, no problem, right? Become fearless.